So today I have two cameras to test out. Let's go. Yes. So the first camera we're going to be looking at is the GoPro Fusion. The GoPro Fusion takes video, photos, time-lapse and burst. It shoots in 5.2K at 30 frames per second or 3.2K at 60 frames per second in 9 megapixel. The ports on the camera, it only has one USB-C. Other features on this camera are it has voice control, it has a replaceable battery, and that's pretty much it. The approximate RRP for the camera was $699 or £570. You can get a GoPro Fusion second-hand for about £100 to £150. Now let's have a look at the Max. So the GoPro Max shoots videos, photos, time-lapse, and shoots in burst. This camera captures video in 6K at 30 frames per second or 5.6K at 60 frames per second, and it shoots in 17 megapixel. The ports on this camera is one USB-C. Other features are it has voice control, it has a touchscreen, and it has a replacement battery. The cost for one of these cameras brand new is about £479 or $595. You can pick a GoPro Max up second hand for about £200 to £350. Just bear in mind that you can't buy a brand new Fusion. Right, let's have a look at them together. Oh, that thing's well high. Can we get it going? That is the question. It is so cold. Oh yeah, let's go to it. Oh, creamy conditions. So I read on the temperature reading that the wind chill factor is like -4, which is pretty wild. Now the Fusion is obviously at a bit of a disadvantage. It is a hell of a lot older. I mean, it's GoPro's first at 360 camera, so there is bound to be obviously quality differences and stuff like that. I mean, they nailed it, but I don't think they nailed it as well as Insta have, which no discredit because they are out a long time before Insta. And Insta at some point, and we'll have a play with the 360 and the Insta. We'll see what the difference is. I mean, you can get some cool shots from 360 cameras like this, you know? But they are awesome. Now, mount-wise, I might have to do a separate video on that because I'm not sure what the fly mount's like. But, I mean, they seem pretty good. I've heard a lot of good things about them. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you rather use. Whether you use the GoPro mount or you use the fly mount. And let me know what the difference is, what the difference you think they are. And I'll shout you out in the next video. I mean, the price of the cameras, I mean, the GoPro Max is nearly like 400 quid. It's a lot of money for a camera. I'm not saying it because I'm a tight but you just go out of the way to leave it, and you don't want to be doing that too many times. I mean, if it was my money and I had the choice, it depends obviously what you're going to be doing with it, but I do a lot of water sports, as you can see, and I don't think the Max is worth the money, if I'm honest. The Max is a little bit less expensive, I probably would go for it, but you know, when you're talking nearly 500 quid, it's a lot of money for what it is. I mean, if you're going to be windsurfing, you're taking out in waves, well likely to lose it, and you know, some people might not be a lot of money, but the average user, you know, it's the price of a new sail, isn't it, really? You know, it's a lot of money for what it is. Is it worth it? Probably not. I don't know, maybe. But if you're going to be smashing it around, to me it doesn't warrant that money. You're better off getting a second-hand Fusion, you know? Right, let's slow it down and have a look at how these cameras download. So first we'll look at the Fusion. It's relatively easy to download on the Fusion with its simple 2-button approach. The only thing I have found with this camera is when it gets hot, it slows down, lags, and sometimes crashes. The Fusion isn't supported with the new version of Quick, which makes it really user-friendly. Right, let's check out the Max. Now, because the Max has a touchscreen, it's really easy to navigate. However, with wet hands, it can be a little bit more tricky. The Max is supported with a new Quick update, and in my opinion, it feels a little bit cumbersome, especially when you're shooting in 16:9. Another thing to bear in mind is the mount on the Fusion is a lot more robust than the one on the Max. Let's compare the key features and see which comes out best. Now, as they don't make a new Fusion, we'll have to compare the second-hand costs, and that goes to the Fusion. Video quality, they both perform really well, but the Max definitely has the edge. And build quality, they're about the same. Battery life, as the Max has a screen, it drains the battery. General usability, the Max is definitely easier. I've lost a Max before due to the mount attachment, so that one goes to the Fusion. So overall, if you're doing extreme sports, definitely buy the Fusion. If you're just using it for leisure, buy the Max. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you found this video entertaining, make sure you hit a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you! Woohoo! Let's go!